So due to last month's hugely successful buy or pass video, we're bringing you part 2. So I'm going to be covering the watches that we didn't cover in last month's video. For those that haven't seen it, please click on the video on our channel. We'll get into these now. So the first model that's been requested is the Rolex Air King. This model RRP, I think it's round about 6 grandish, just over 6. Should you buy, should you pass? I don't think it's a bad model. I think it gets quite a bit of hate in the industry, this particular one. I think it's a good size, it's 40mm, so it's a good size model, suits a lot of guys' wrists. It's not too big. Is it the most sought after model out there? No. Is it on a lot of people's list? Yeah, we do get a lot of inquiries for this watch. We don't stock that many because sometimes the price that we get offered this watch for is too high, what we feel is a fair market price. Is it worth over list? Yes. Is it worth over list? A little bit. Should you buy it if you get offered it? Yes. So as you guys know, there's actually 2 models. There's the latest one that's out, which has the crown guards, redesigned dial slightly, and the older model, which obviously doesn't have the crown guards. Which one should you pick? Obviously, if you're going to be on the list and looking to buy or pass, you can only choose the new one. So yeah, it's a yes from me. The older model, yeah, you know, it's a nice looking watch. The price is still quite strong. The price is still about list over list for you to buy. So if you can get a nice example, a late one of the old discontinued one, buy it at a decent price, and a new one, yes. Rolex Milgauss is the other one that we've been requested. Should you buy, should you pass? It's been discontinued, guys. So if you people out there, you're not going to be able to buy that watch from Rolex anymore. So you can only buy it on the grey market, on the open market. The blue dial, obviously more sought after than the black. It's never been that much of a popular watch. Not because it's not appealing, not because it's super cool, the little lightning bolt hand on the dial, you know, the super cool green glass. Don't know if you guys out there, if you actually know, that's the only glass that Rolex produce that doesn't have the Rolex coronet etched into the glass at 6 o'clock. So for you guys out there, a little fact. But yeah, it is one, the blue is the one we get asked for, the black is the one all our clients want to sell us. So again, price-wise, obviously you can't buy or pass, but if you guys are looking to buy it, just see how the market settles now. It's been discontinued. People are going to be asking 3-4 grand over list covered in last month's Watches and Wonders video. Sit on the market, sit on the fence, because I'll guarantee you, in 6 months' time, you'll be able to buy that watch for not much more than what it was before it was discontinued. So one of the watches that you guys have asked for, I did cover a lot of the Datejust 41 range. One was the mint green dial, super nice. In fact, Rolex have brought out the Sky Dweller, the steel Sky Dweller with the lovely mint green dial. So yeah, absolutely stunning, stunning dial. Anybody that speaks to me and asks about the Datejust, they always request the mint green dial. It's a yes from me. The motif dial. The motif dial is the one that looks like little bricks that run across the dial. They do it in the blue and they do it in the, I'm sure it's to do it in the green, but if it's definitely yes from me. I got a client ringing me up yesterday wanting one. We're going to try and find him that watch. A bit more of a premium than the blue baton, the rhodium, and obviously the Wimbledon. But yeah, if you can get that watch, it's a yes from me. We do get actually quite a lot of questions on the Datejust range for the 36mm model. This is a model that has become a unisex size. And what I mean by that is, when I first started in the industry, all we sold was the little 26mm ladies watches. This is what the fashion was. These are now become an older ladies watch. No offense to anybody that's wearing that, but that's the way the market sees it. So these watches are now, in the modern world, obsolete with regarding a daily wearer for the new modern lady who wants to wear one. The minimum requirement now is the 31mm. And to give you an idea, if you can get a 31mm, depending on the combination, so not one that's got the factory bezel and dial, not that they're not stunning, but the RRP on that watch is going to be at least 16 grand, which again is going to be worth less than RRP. So if you get offered that, it's a pass. If you can get one with like a nice, just factory diamond dial, fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet, definitely buy it. Whenever we get them in part exchange or whenever we get the chance to buy it, we buy straight away and we will sell the same day that we get it in. So the appetite for that watch is really strong. So if you get offered a 31mm, depending on the combination, buy. 36mm, again, this is now a unisex watch. So some guys with small wrists out there, some guys you're watching, you'll like probably the Explorer 1, the 36mm Datejust. They're absolutely fine. They're really good size for people with small wrists. So it's definitely yes from me. Combination wise, just be careful. So obviously steel and gold, roundabout list. Some of the steels, roundabout list. You've got the Wimbledon dials. You've got obviously, like I said, the rhodiums, the blues. You've also got in the 36mm in the steel and golds. You've got the really nice sort of champagnes. You're into the rose gold. You've got the chocolate. Really nice dials. So yeah, really nice watch for you guys to get. Like I said, it's going to be probably a ladies watch or gents watch. But if you get off of that watch, depending on the dial combination, yes from me. This is another watch that's been requested, and it's the Yachtmaster 40. So it's the rhodium dial. I don't know if you saw my video the other week. We actually sold them to one of our very good clients, who it was his 15th purchase from us, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you for that. So yeah, the rhodium dial. So there's two dial variations in that. You've got the blue with the red hand, you've got the rhodium with the blue hand. Both of these watches are roundabout, I think 10.3 from memory list price. So the rhodium, definite yes, just over list watch for us to buy, and obviously a little bit more premium for you guys to buy. The blue dial, roundabout a list watch. So that watch is definite yes from me for both dials, but I would see that watch over the next few months, maybe over the next 6-12 months, that might come down to list watch. So unless you really want it, you want to keep it. If you're buying it, try and come sell to a deal like me. At the minute, yes, and 6 months, maybe, it's going to be a no. This is a watch that actually I do get a lot of questions for, and it's the Yachtmaster 40 Rose Gold Oyster Flex watch. Now, when I first started in the industry, this particular watch used to be about 14 grand. I think the RRP was probably about 16 or 18 grand, somewhere around there. It is a really nice watch. It's not a Daytona. The Daytonas have a completely different looking Oyster Flex watch to what the Yachtmaster does. We actually sold them to a good client of ours. They do wear quite small. Whenever we get them in, they are slow sellers. Not because they're not attractive. I just think the price is just too high for that watch. The RRP now I think it's about 24 grand. I can name 3 clients that have contacted me in the last week trying to offload one that they've bought to get up the list. They have just literally, they don't like it, they bought it to get the spend up, and they think they can offload it for the money back or profit. Unfortunately, it's a loss. You're going to take a loss on that watch. We can buy that watch under list, and we can sell that watch under list. And any dealer that stocks that has got some big minerals, let me tell you, because most dealers will not stock that watch. They will actually sell it on consignment. And the clients that have come to me, I'm happy to sell it. I'm happy to try and get them out at list or just a loss and try and sell it just over list. But at the end of the day, that watch, it's a no for me. So this is another model which we get loads and loads of inquiries on, and it's the Explorer range, the Explorer 1, 36mm. It's one you guys really, really love. We don't really get that watch in, not because we don't particularly like it, it's because we don't get that many offered, and the clients out there that are trying to sell us these particular watches, or the dealers, it's quite a lot over RRP, and for me, I just can't justify where them prices are in the market. It's not one that we would normally stock. We'd be happy to stock at the right price. List on that watch, I'm going to say roughly about 661, somewhere around there. If you get off that watch, it's a definite yes, because the market is really buoyant. There's a lot of demand for that particular watch. People who want that watch is the client that wants the simple, classic, no frills, no flashy looking watch, do everything you want it to do in the day. It's a small size, it's discreet, and for that reason, that's why the people like it. So if you get offered that watch, it's a yes from me. And the same goes for the 40mm. So the 40mm again, it's not as in much demand as the 36. The 36 is definitely one that has hit that sweet spot for that particular model. If you get that one, I think it's just a bit more of a list. It's probably like 6.4, 6.5 somewhere from memory. But if you get that watch, it's a definite yes. There's appetite in the market. You're not going to take a loss on it. There's a small profit in for you. And obviously, most people that buy that would probably just keep to wear anyway. So it's a yes from me. So in the last month's video, we did actually cover a lot of the steel models, Daytonas. We covered a lot of the steel and golds and the Oyster Flexes. And you guys have been asking me for the solid gold model, so I'm going to give you my opinion on those. So the first one being the full rose gold, the most popular question I get asked all the time. You've got the chocolate dial, and you've got the obviously the baguette dial. Stunning watch. They've just discontinued the chocolate dial, so that is no longer available. So that you've seen premiums of those. We actually sold one, believe it or not, I think about 4 weeks ago. Had it on the market for a long time. Had it at some really reasonable numbers. Took a while to sell. Sold it to a good client. He got a really good deal on it, and all of a sudden it's become discontinued. That watch has just flown up price-wise online. Will they sell for that? I don't think so. Will they sell above where they were before? Yeah, really sought after watch. So if you get the rose gold one in any dial combination, say yes from me. It's a definite overlist watch. Yellow gold, again, you've got the Paul Newman, you've got the, even the white dial, even the champagne dial. Again, I think list on that watch, I think from memory's early 30s to mid 30s, somewhere around there. Definite yes from me. Really sought after watch. So if you can get offered that watch, definitely buy it. So one of the most sought after watches that you guys ask me all the times is the rose gold Ever Rose root beer. This watch is in such demand. I think RRP on that watch is around 35.5. I get clients offering me this watch every day of the week, and for me, I think it's absolutely stunning. The demand's there. Unfortunately, it's an under list watch for us to buy and sell. So if you guys are looking to buy that, keep your spend up to flip it and make a profit, it's a no. If you guys are looking to buy it because you absolutely love it, which a lot of clients do, and wear it and enjoy it, it's a yes from me, because you know, it's another 6-12 months, it'll have leveled itself out, so you will not lose a penny. But at the minute, if you're looking to buy just to make money, unfortunately, it's a no from me. So another one that we get requests for all the time is the white gold GMT Master 2. 2 dial combinations. You've got the stunning blue, you've also got the unbelievable meteorite. The chances are you guys are not going to get the meteorite. There's probably little or no chance you're going to get offered that watch. They've just discontinued it in the Daytona range, so that tells you something about production costs and how much it is actually to produce that watch. They've absolutely rocketed in price, not that they weren't expensive anyway. The meteorite, the GMT, it's a funny watch, is the white gold. It's one that people really buy and put away. It's not one that you guys out there have ever buy and wears like your daily. Obviously it's gold, it's soft, it does wear badly, you know, they do show the wear. It's not what someone would buy as a daily. But as far as investment wise, if you get one of those, I think the blue dial's around 35 grand list. Because I had a client that messaged me this morning wanting to part exchange one. I also had another client that wanted to sell one outright. Now he's trying to get out of that list, so what does that tell you? I had a client also rang up yesterday who's walked into his AD. They've offered him a date, just smooth bezel, 41, blue dial, oyster bracelet on the same day of his appointment. So what does that tell you about the date just friends, and what I've been saying for the last few weeks? Be careful what you choose. And on the back of that, they've offered him a blue dial GMT Master 2 in white gold. So what does that tell you about that model? So if you get offered that model, and I advise this client exactly the same, it's a no, because it's worth less. That watch is probably worth, to me, as an active dealer, about 30 grand. I would not pay more than 30 grand for that watch. So you're taking a 5 grand loss to keep your spend up. So bear that in mind. If you get the meteorite, 100% yeah, I'll be honest with you, you're not going to get it offered. I've got clients spend a lot of money and they cannot get that watch. Yeah, white gold, stunning watch, but it's a no from me. Yeah, so another one on the day date range that we got requested for is the anniversary green dial, a different colour to the actual rose gold. The rose gold has a softer green. This one has quite a bright green. I'm sure they've done that to combat the yellow gold. If you get offered that watch, chances are slim, but if you do, definitely worth a premium. They were reaching crazy numbers, sort of like, I'd say 10, 15, 20, 30 grand over list when it first came out. Settle back down now, as they all do. It's an overlist watch. I'm going to say 5 grandish for me to buy over list, somewhere around there. You're probably seeing about 10 to 15 grand more online and around the world. Not many about. If you get it offered, 1,000,000% yes. So one of the other ones that we get asked for all the time is the deep sea dweller. In particular, the James Cameron, the JC, the blue and black dial. Absolutely unbelievable watch. We sell so many of this particular model, especially last year. We haven't had that many in this year because they actually becoming quite dry out there. There's not that many available from the ADs. There's not many coming through to us dealers through the ADs and through the flippers. You know, in last year we sold between January and March 18 James Camerons when the market was absolutely flying. So what does that tell you? We were selling that watch for around £18,000. If you're wanting the new reference now, which is the 1.3 reference rather than the predecessor, the 1.2 and the 1.1, you're looking to pay about 15 grand. For me, that is an absolute yes from us if you can get one from a dealer, which is very dry. And if you get one at list, it's 1,000,000% yes. Because all I keep getting told from my clients is, I can't get this watch. It is really hard to buy. And in fact, on the back of that, I looked online the other day, because we've not had one in for a good few weeks now. And when I looked online, there's hardly any for sale. They've all of a sudden become really dry, really hard to get. So if you get off the JC, it's a definite yes from me. So you got the call from your AD, you're going for your first appointment, never had any buying experience from Rolex before, and you want to know the best 3 watches that you should be asking for. I'm going to give you 3 now. First one, date just 41, fluted bezel, smooth bezel, Jubilee bracelet, rhodium or blue dial. That's the ones you're going to get. You're not going to get the mint. Explorer 1, Explorer 2, polar white or black dial Explorer 2, and the Submariner, date or no date. Those are my 3. And because this is something that I get asked every day, I'm going to be doing a full video on what you should be asking for at your AD next month.